Okay, this is the first of its kind. I haven't done one of these. We'll soon find out how good we can make it. I'm going to leave it on 100. Actually, whatever. Oh, that didn't happen straight away for some reason. Don't know what colour we're going to make it. Actually, no, we don't put the hue there. Won't work, I don't think. Seem to be a little bit clumsy on the buttons, folks. Got to do these as we normally would. Okay, let's see what this is. It's called a T magazine. Looks a bit like a magazine called 10, which we've also done. But this is an unusual, looks similar to the way the 10 models pose, like that leaning back posture is a bit like a 10 magazine. Now I'm actually thinking this bit on the back looks really nice. We'll use that if we can't get the front to look good. So we're just going to do the front. Let's see how that turned out. Yeah, it's one of these up and coming magazines. It's always like a boutique-y sort of feel to it. And yeah, that looks shithouse. That magenta has taken over the whole fucking story of this piece. It's just awful. Looks awful, folks. It looks awful. I don't know why it had to be so... I don't know, I don't know why I bought this magazine. We're just going to make it a positive image instead, because it looks like it's not going to work as a negative image, so we're going to just use it as a positive piece. So that'll probably look a lot better in positive mode. Sometimes that is the case with some magazines, some pictures, the colours and all that. Yeah, that looks interesting. Coloration looks better. She looks a bit too stretched up there. I'm going to make a better one. But it looks better in positive mode, to be honest. It just seems to work a lot better. So we're just going to put her up in the corner there. Yeah, that looks interesting. That is an interesting piece. She looks a bit dark, but apart from that, I think we could use this piece. Maybe we could just take a section out of it. Just a section, folks. That'll make it look really good. So this is, I don't know why it's called T. It does come across as something boutique or upmarket sort of, even though it's not an established magazine. It's not like other magazines that you see, like Vogue or Rolling Stone or whatever. You just don't. This one just is, I think it's a new, and we just fucked this up. So it's a new style of, a new magazine, obviously. It's called, yeah, it's an interesting name, T, simple as that. That's too big. That's way too big. It looks interesting, but it's way too big. I think we've got to shrink it down a bit. So I'm just going to check the original. No, I won't. I just thought about it. So we're going to make it 280 by 290. T magazine. Wonder what the T stands for, what it means. Yeah, again we're too big. We're not getting the faces in the page, so it's enlarging that way, and we've made it too big. So fucking hard, folks. So difficult. So we're just going to go and round it down to 200. Yeah, that's a lot better, actually. It shows more of the face, which is what we're interested in. We don't want to have it all cut off. I'm wondering where the centre of the job is going to be, if it's going to be there. Wondering if we're going to make it there with these two, well, actually they're not two women there. Yeah. Just trying to use my intuition here. Maybe we could enlarge it a bit on the horizontal, so maybe we could make it 220. And maybe we're just going to leave that. This is not an easy one, obviously. Yeah, that looks a bit better. It's in the frame a lot better. These women, these models. I'm just going to see how we go with this. I don't like that black void. We'll soon find out how this will work. Just trying to use my intuition here, folks. So we've got a black void where the centre of the job is going to be. Sometimes voids look all right, and other times I don't like them. These voided areas. I really thought that was going to be a 300% at least, or thereabouts. But I didn't know it was going to be just 200 and 220. Okay, these are our pieces of our T magazine. To a T maybe. I don't know how this is going to look with this void, this huge black void. As I said, sometimes they work. Sometimes a void isn't necessarily a problem, but other times it looks like an anticlimax. Anyway, that looks interesting. I think now, wondering if we can do a switcheroo, make that the centre of the job, even though the girls will still be around the edge of the central piece like this void. So we're going to just try another version, folks. It's always good to do this every now and then to see if with certain types of output. Okay, that bit in the middle, that black bit, is a bit like a void, but it isn't. It's something different. It's part of the image, but I think that looks a lot better. I think I've done that well. I think we can call it quits.